Hey guys, it's that time again. Welcome back for another video. What we're going to do today is we'll be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Wednesday, July 30th. It is almost the month of August. This Major League Baseball season has been flying by. We're going to look at all 15 of our matchups today. Every single team is playing. We're going to break down the games. Look at the hitting, the pitching, try to predict the outcome for every game, who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, do you agree with me, disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Make sure to let us know below. What are your predictions today? And I will respond to every single comment. We go over every game, every day, this entire baseball season, so make sure you follow along with us. Let's not waste any more time. Let's start looking at these games. The very first one we have at 12:35 p.m., we're going to have the 63-45 Toronto Blue Jays, one of the hottest teams the last 5 weeks. That offense has really been carrying this team. They are first place in the AL East. They'll be playing the fifth place Baltimore Orioles, sitting at 49-58. The Orioles have a lot of power. Don't forget, the Orioles are coming off of the doubleheader sweep yesterday. Can they carry that momentum into today? Right now, Baltimore, 49.3% chance to win this game. Toronto, a 50.7%. So that is practically a 50-50 split with the fan vote. The Blue Jays, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. Toronto, minus 105. Baltimore, minus 115. This Blue Jays offense, 4.7 runs a game. 263 batting average. That is the number one batting average in the major leagues right now. 112 home runs, 53 steals, and a 4.09 runs a game. The Orioles, 4.2 runs per game. 240 average, 126 home runs, solid power here. 75 steals, getting a 4.9 runs per game. Looking at our pitching today, Jose Berrios on the mound for the Blue Jays. Very consistent pitcher, 4.09 career ERA. This season, 7-4 record, 3.83 ERA, 127 innings, 108 strikeouts. He has given up 44 walks, a little susceptible to the walk. Dean Kremer on the mound for the Orioles, 8-7 record. 4.23 ERA, 121.1 innings, 99 strikeouts. The big question here, will the Blue Jays be able to rebound from getting swept yesterday? I think so. Give me the Blue Jays to win this one to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here. And game number 2 is going to be on the MLB Network at 1:10 p.m. The 51-57 Arizona Diamondbacks coming off of that loss yesterday. The big thing about the Diamondbacks, a lot of people starting to talk fire sale here. They've lost any momentum they had. Now they're down to 4th place in the NL West. They'll be playing the 63-46 Detroit Tigers. They badly needed a win yesterday. They did get it. The offense finally showed back up. If this team can recapture that momentum they had last month, this is one of the best teams in baseball. Some people say the overall best team in baseball. Right now, the Tigers first place in the AL Central. They have a 48.6% chance to win this game. The Diamondbacks, a 51.4% chance. Detroit, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Arizona, plus 115. Detroit, minus 135. This Diamondbacks offense, still one of the best overall in baseball. 4.9 runs per game, 250 average, 147 home runs, top 5 in baseball, 71 steals, giving up 4.51 runs a game. The Tigers, 4.7 runs a game, 247 average, 131 home runs, 45 steals, giving up 3.83 runs a game. They have a really good starting rotation. They have a good bullpen. Rough last 2 weeks, but we know that the ability is there. Right now for the Diamondbacks, one of their better pitchers on the mound, Reed Nelson, 6-2 record, a 3.29 ERA, 90.1 innings, 73 strikeouts. But it seems like he has to carry this team right now. They badly need a win. It's been a little while. Chris Paddock, the newly acquired Paddock, 3-9 record, 4.95 ERA, 111 innings, 83 strikeouts. The Tigers definitely needed that starting rotation help. But I'm actually going to go with the Diamondbacks pulling off this one. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under this game. And our next game on MLB Network at 1:10 p.m., the 57-51 Boston Red Sox, one of the hottest teams offensively in baseball. They've also been pitching really good the last 3 weeks, but the momentum this team has had since the break, playing really hot right now, 3rd place in the very difficult AL East. They'll be on the road here versus the 51-55 Minnesota Twins. People are also saying that the Twins are going to start selling a lot of their primary pieces here. Guys, you still have a shot. You were only 4 games under 500, but you are running out of time. Minnesota, 47.6% chance to win this game. Boston, a 52.4% chance. The Red Sox are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. You have to take this Red Sox offense very serious. They can do a little bit of everything. They can hit for average. They have power. They have speed. They're averaging 4.9 runs a game, 251 average, 130 home runs, 88 steals, giving up 3.77 runs a game. The Twins, the only thing holding this team back from being 500 has been the pitching for about the last 1 to 2 months. Right now, they're averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting 241, 121 home runs, 53 steals, getting up 4.19 runs a game. As of me making this video, we do not have a starter announced for the Minnesota Twins. Make sure to keep your eye on that. I hate going into games not knowing all the variables, kind of going in there somewhat blind, but it is what it is. Could turn into a bullpen game. I don't necessarily trust the Twins bullpen. On the mound for the Red Sox, Brian Bello, 6-5 record, 3.32 ERA, 103 innings, 79 strikeouts. He does give up a lot of hits, a lot of walks, but overall pretty solid season. Give me the Red Sox to win this one to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. And at 2:10 p.m., the 45-60 Atlanta Braves just this season has not panned out for Atlanta so far. They've been all over the place. They've been up, they've been down, they've been sideways. When you look at this team on paper, this is a very talented roster. The pieces have not come together this season. They'll be on the road here versus the 52-55 Kansas City Royals. The thing about Kansas City here, one of the worst offenses in baseball, bottom 4 overall offense, but they have a top 4 overall pitching staff. For the love of God, just give these pitchers some run support. Right now, KC, they are third place in the AL Central, just 3 games under 500. The Braves have a 42.1% chance to win this game. The Royals, a 57.9% chance to win. The Braves right now, 4.1 runs per game, 241 average, 112 home runs, 49 steals, and 4.14 runs a game. That number's slowly been climbing up the last couple weeks. The Royals, 3.5 runs a game, 243 average, 90 home runs, 77 steals, and 3.49 runs a game. That is a playoff caliber pitching staff right now. They just need that lineup to wake up and give them some production. I had to dig for these lines because they're not posted on any website right now, so make sure to check these lines once we get closer to game time. Royals 1.5 run favorites. The over-under here is 8.5. No starter announced as of me making this video for the Royals, so make sure to check this out. The Royals, though, really good rotation, a really good bullpen. I trust them even if it turns into a long reliever game. They have a stacked bullpen, and for the Braves right now, Joey Wentz on the mound. Not necessarily the guy that gives you a lot of confidence right now. 2-2 record, 5.76 ERA, 45.1 innings, 42 strikeouts. He's given up a lot of base hits, putting a lot of guys on base here. Can the Royals offense take advantage of that? I do think they will do so. Give me the Royals to win this one to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here. And this is one of the best pitching matchups of the day at 2:10 p.m. The 62-44 Chicago Cubs. Right now, second place in the NL Central versus the 63-43 Milwaukee Brewers. First place in the NL Central. The number 1 versus number 2 teams within the same division. Whoever wins this series is going to finish the series number 1. This is 2 playoff caliber teams. 2 teams bound for the playoffs right now. 2 of the best offenses in baseball. Right now, the Cubs, 47.9% chance to win this one. The Brewers, a 52.1. But let's call this game like it is. This is a 50-50 pick'em game. Flip a coin. That's who's going to win it. Right now, the Cubs come in here. They are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Chicago plus 105, Milwaukee minus 125. But like I said, the Cubs here are the 1.5 run favorites. Chicago 5.3 runs a game. That's a top 5 offense. 255 average. That's a top 5 batting average. 155 home runs. That's top 3 in baseball. 121 steals. That's number 2 in baseball. And they're giving up 3.9 runs a game. The Brewers, they might be the hottest team of the last 2 months. They can do a little bit of everything. 4.7 runs a game. 250 average, 98 home runs, 120 steals. That's 1 behind the Cubs. That puts them in third place in baseball. And they're only giving up 3.58 runs a game. They don't just have a really good rotation. They have a good bullpen to back it up. Looking at the pitching today, that's where this game gets really good. You have Amanga on the mound for the Cubs. 7-4 record, 3.12 ERA. 78 innings, 55 strikeouts. Freddie Peralta, that foundational pitcher for the Brewers, whenever they need a big win, this is the guy they turn to. 12-4 record, 2.81 ERA, 121.2 innings, 131 strikeouts. This is going to be a good game. Either one of these guys can win it. Give me the Brewers to pull off the upset here. I'm going to go with that plus 1.5. I'm going to go with the over. And at 2:10 p.m., the 44-62 Washington Nationals, younger team, interim coach, but not a bad offense. Where they really fall short is they don't have the best pitching at all. They don't have a good starting rotation. Their bullpen is even worse. They'll be on the road here versus the 60-47 Houston Astros. First place in the AL West, one of the most experienced teams in baseball, and the Astros always have a top 10 overall starting rotation. Right now, Houston has 60.5% chance to win this one. The Nationals, a 39.5%. The Astros here, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Nationals come in here, they are plus 115. The Astros, minus 135. No one's really giving the Nationals a shot to win this game. Right now, their offense, 4.3 runs a game, 245 average, 102 home runs, 92 steals. At least they have a balanced offense. But they are giving up 5.11 runs per game. That's bottom 5 in baseball. Houston, 4.3 runs a game, 257 batting average. That's really good. 116 home runs, 55 steals, and 3.73 runs a game. On the mound for the Nationals, probably their best pitcher. Mackenzie Gore, young guy, 4-10 record, 3.52 ERA. This is a shame. He only has 4 wins with a 3.52 ERA, but that's because the bullpen always blows the lead. He has 117.2 innings, 144 strikeouts, solid numbers right now. Again, there's a lot of these games right now because coming out of the break, they're resting a lot of guys. No starter announced for the Astros. They have a really good rotation. They have the #1 overall statistical bullpen in baseball, so they can line up that bullpen. Just start the bullpen, and they could have a great game here. With me not knowing that variable, though, guys, I'm going to go upset. Give me Gore. Give me the Nationals to pull off the upset here, the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And again, at 2:10 p.m., the 60-46 Philadelphia Phillies, one of the best overall rosters in baseball. Veteran team, great lineup. To me, they have the deepest starting rotation in baseball. Second place in the NL East, just barely. A very difficult division. They'll be on the road here versus the 39-68 Chicago White Sox. I always say this about the White Sox. Do not underestimate this team. They don't have the best record, but a lot of very close 1-2 run losses. They are always brewing for a potential upset. Right now, Chicago, 55.8% chance to win this game. The fans are loving the White Sox here. Phillies, 44.2% chance, but Philadelphia, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Philadelphia, -150. Chicago, +125, but the fans are going with the White Sox. I definitely understand why. Right now, the White Sox, 3.8 runs a game. 227 average, 92 home runs, 65 steals, 4.11 runs per game, but a very scrappy team. Phillies, 4.7 runs a game, 255 batting average, 123 home runs, 91 steals, 3.73 runs a game. They have Harper, they have Schwarber, they have Trey Turner. A lot of great hitters right now. For the Phillies, Taijuan Walker on the mound for Philadelphia. Usually a very consistent pitcher, but he's kind of been up and down this season. 3-5 record, 3.84 ERA, 68 innings, 56 strikeouts. The big concerning factor here, 12 home runs in 68 innings. He's having some control issues right now. Adrian Hauser on the mound for the White Sox. This guy was cut by the Mets last season. He was hurt to start the year. Look at his numbers. 6-2 record, a 2.10 ERA. He went from getting cut to 68.2 innings in. He has a 2.1 ERA. Great for him. Comeback player here. 47 strikeouts. But how about only 3 home runs in 68 innings? That is elite level control here versus a power hitting Phillies lineup. I can see the Phillies losing this one. Keep your eye on this game. To me, it has potential upset written all over, but I'm going to go the Phillies winning it, covering the spread, and I'll go with the under. And at 3:45 p.m., the 45-62 Pittsburgh Pirates. The season got away from Pittsburgh really quickly. They don't have a good offense by any means, bottom 4 overall offense, but just like the Kansas City Royals, a top 6 overall pitching staff. Give these pitchers some run support. They have a lot of pressure on them to keep these scores down. They'll be playing the 54-53 San Francisco Giants. The Giants have kind of fallen off the last 2 to 3 weeks. Solid team, though. They don't have a great offense, but they have really good pitching. Right now, San Francisco, 72.5% chance to win this game. The Pirates, a 27.5% chance. Giants, 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over under. Pittsburgh is +170. San Francisco, -205. The Pirates right now, 3.4 runs a game. 230 average, 69 home runs. I'm pretty sure that's dead last in baseball. 85 steals, but they're only giving up 3.72 runs a game. The Giants, 4.1 runs per game. 233 average, 98 home runs. 46 steals, and 3.63 runs a game. Good rotation, good bullpen. On the mound for Pittsburgh, Mike Burrows. Pretty much almost every starter for Pittsburgh is having a pretty solid season. Right now, he has a 1-3 record, 4.15 ERA, 52 innings, 53 strikeouts. He has given up 8 home runs in 52 innings. That's kind of concerning there. Logan Webb going for the Giants. He's kind of gotten rocked his last 2 to 3 starts, but really good numbers this season. 9-8 record, a 3.38 ERA, good ERA, 135.2 innings. He is eating up innings, conserving the bullpen, 144 strikeouts, only 10 home runs in 18 games. That's really good control. Give me the Giants to win this one, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And guys, before we get started looking at that next game, if you want to sign up for one of our member teams, we do have 3 tiers in total. Look at the pinned comment below. You can click on that link, sign up there. I would definitely appreciate it for those who do sign up. For those who have signed up, massive, massive shout out to you guys. And our very next game is going to be on MLB Network at 4:10 p.m. The 62-45 New York Mets, first place in the NL East. The Mets, a great team, but you never have too much confidence in them. They're up, they're down, but hey, guys, they continue to find ways to win series. Prop to them. Their lineup may be starting to come around. Good pitching. They'll be on the road here versus the 58-49 San Diego Padres. Both of these teams, playoff caliber squads. Padres, 42.6% chance to win. The Mets, a 57.4% chance to win. New York here, 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. San Diego +105. New York -125. The Mets, 4.4 runs a game. Soto still has the hot bat. 242 average, 131 home runs, solid power, 85 steals, solid speed, giving up 3.52 runs a game. And just to let you know, the Mets do have the number 1 starting rotation ERA in baseball. San Diego, not the best offense right now, but the talent's there. Fernando Tatis Jr., Machado, they're the guys that carry this offense. They got to get their bats hot. They're averaging 4.0 runs a game, 249 average, 89 home runs, 71 steals, giving up 3.58 runs a game. When you look at the team stats, both of these teams can pitch. Right now for the Padres, Yu Darvish on the mound, coming back from that injury just a couple starts ago, 0-3 record. About as worse of a start coming back from the injury as he could have had. He's a veteran. You know he's going to turn things around. He just hasn't had it right now. He's just a little rusty. 9.18 ERA. That's pretty rusty. 16.2 innings, 11 strikeouts. Clay Holmes, the reliever turned starter. He's been doing really good. 9-5 record, 3.4 ERA, 113.2 innings, 88 strikeouts. The big question mark here is he's been a reliever his whole career. How long before the arm gets tired, or does it get tired? We don't know right now, but so far everything is looking really good. Give me the Mets to win this game, to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under here. And at 6:40 p.m., we have the 28-79 Colorado Rockies coming off of getting drubbed here. The Rockies, the worst team in baseball, but believe it or not playing too bad the last 2 to 3 weeks. They're not playing good. I'm not saying that. They're just playing a little more competitively. They do hit a lot of home runs. They're just unfortunately all usually solo home runs. They have the worst overall pitching staff in baseball. So they'll be going up against the 53-54 Cleveland Guardians. Right now, the Guardians, guys, you are 1 game under 500. You still have a shot here. Second place in the AL Central. Cleveland, 70.2% chance to win this game. The Rockies, a 29.8% chance. The Guardians are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. Right now, Cleveland minus 152, Colorado plus 126. This Colorado offense, 3.6 runs a game, 233 average, 103 home runs. The power's not bad, 55 steals, but they're giving up 5.6 runs a game. That is dead last in the major leagues. The Guardians, 3.8 runs a game. They got to get that offense back on track. 225 average, one of the worst batting averages in baseball, 110 home runs, 82 steals, 3.94 runs a game. The pitching is at least consistent. No starter announced for the Guardians. A lot of these teams withholding the starters, guys. Give us this info so we can make good predictions. Kyle Freeland right now going for the Rockies. I'd have more confidence in Freeland, but he is having an awful season. 2-10 record. Might get his 11th loss here or his 3rd win. 5.24 ERA. 101.1 innings, 74 strikeouts. He's given up 128 hits in 101 innings. Loading the bases here, but we don't know who's starting for the Guardians. But I just can't go with the Rockies here. Give me the Guardians to win this game, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And on MLB Network or Prime Video at 7:05 p.m., the 54-54 Tampa Bay Rays. Who would have thought they'd be back at 500? About 5 weeks ago, they were like 10 to 12 games over 500. They have had a rough month of June and the month of July that kind of really fell off here. They still have really good stats, but they have no momentum. They'll be on the road here versus the 58-49 New York Yankees. Second place in the AL East, Tampa Bay 4th place in the AL East. But both these teams, very good teams. The big news here is Aaron Judge not playing. He's that core for the Yankees. New York, 50.3% chance to win this game. Tampa Bay, a 49.7% chance to win this game. The Yankees are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. New York is minus 145. Tampa Bay plus 120. The Rays offense, very balanced. 4.6 runs a game, 255 average, 115 home runs, 138 steals. Number 1 in the majors, very aggressive on the bases. They're number 1, and it's not even close by a long shot, and they're giving up 3.88 runs a game. The Yankees, 5.2 runs a game, 254 average, 168 home runs. That is number 1 in baseball, but a lot of those home runs come from Aaron Judge, who obviously is not playing this game. They have 67 steals. They're giving up 4.0 runs a game. The New York Yankees have been decimated by injuries to their pitching staff, to their bullpen. Going for the Rays, Zach Littell, 8-8 record, 3.72 ERA, 128.1 innings. He does eat up a lot of innings. 85 strikeouts. Not good strikeout numbers. 26 home runs. That is the worst home run control I've seen this entire season. He gives up 2 home runs per game. Awful numbers here versus the number 1 home running team in baseball. Will Warren for the Yankees on the mound, 6-5 record, 4.82 ERA, 104.2 innings, 124 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher here, but he has 50 walks. He puts a lot of guys on bases here. Rays steal bases. They get in scoring position. That's why this game is a 50-50. Both of these teams have weaknesses. Both of these pitchers have weaknesses that complement the other team. So who's going to pull it out in the end? Give me the Rays to take it on the road, going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And this next game is actually a really tough one to call on MLB Network at 7:10 p.m. The 62-45 Los Angeles Dodgers. What a close win they pulled off yesterday. Props to them. Still first place in the NL West. They have 15 to 20 pitchers on the DL. They're still finding ways to win this game. Props to them. They'll be playing the 56-51 Cincinnati Reds. The Reds here consistently hovering around 500 this entire season. Pretty good offense, pretty good pitching staff. Right now, the Reds a 49.4% chance to win this game. The Dodgers a 50.6%. That is practically a pick'em game here. Dodgers 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. LA minus 180, Cincinnati plus 150. The Dodgers offense 5.2 runs a game. 255 average, 161 home runs, number 2 in baseball. 62 steals, giving up 4.26 runs a game. The Reds 4.6 runs a game. 247 average, 109 home runs, 79 steals, giving up 3.85 runs a game. Shohei Ohtani on the mound for the Dodgers. Excellent numbers this season, but he's only going to give you 1 to 2 innings, so it's going to put a lot of pressure here on that Dodgers bullpen. The bullpen is already decimated right now. He has an 0-0 record, 1.5 ERA, 12 innings, 13 strikeouts, only 1 home run. This guy's been pitching great. We're just not going to get that much from him. Nick Martinez going for the Reds, 9-9 record, 4.69 ERA, 121 innings, 86 strikeouts. Awful numbers so far this season. But I'm going to go out on a ledge. Call me crazy. Give me the Reds to pull off the upset here and go with that plus 1.5. And I'm going to go with the under. At 7:45 p.m., the 50-55 Miami Marlins. This team has been on a roll for the last month straight, pitching better, hitting well. They're only 5 games under 500. They'll be going up against the 55-53 Cardinals. Veteran team here. They've just had a little bit of a rough patch the last 4 to 5 weeks, but the talent's there. Right now, St. Louis, 62.3% chance to win this game. Miami, a 37.7% chance. The Cardinals here, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Miami plus 130, St. Louis minus 155. We picked the Marlins to upset yesterday. Things definitely worked out there. The Marlins right now 4.3 runs a game, 253 average, 97 home runs, 80 steals, a 4.43 runs a game. But pitching much better than they have previously this season. The Cardinals 4.4 runs a game, 251 average, 104 home runs, 58 steals, a 4.22 runs a game. These teams are practically identical statistically. On the mound right now for the Marlins, Cal Quantrill, 3-8 record, 5.05 ERA, 92.2 innings, 74 strikeouts. Miles Mikolas going right now for the Cardinals, 6-7 record, 4.94 ERA, 102.0 innings, 70 strikeouts. He's given up 17 home runs. Both of these pitchers not having the best ERA seasons. Both these pitchers give up a lot of runs right now. Give me the Cardinals winning a potential slugfest here. They cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. In our second to last game at 9:38 p.m., the 56-51 Texas Rangers playing pretty good baseball the last 3 weeks. The offense, the bats, they finally woke up. They had one of the worst offenses in baseball. They went from 3.3 runs per game all the way up to 4.1 now. It's not great, but the point is they are getting guys on base. They're finding ways to get them in. They have the number 1 pitching team in ERA by a lot. This team can pitch their way to the playoffs. They just need some continued run support. They'll be playing the 52-55 Los Angeles Angels. The Angels, they can't pitch, but they score a lot of runs. They have a top 5 overall home run hitting team. The Angels right now 4th place in the AL West. The Rangers 3rd place in the AL West. These teams are very familiar with one another. LA, 43.6% chance to win this game. Texas, a 56.4%. The Rangers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Texas minus 135. The Los Angeles plus 115. The Rangers average 4.1 runs per game. 231 average, 112 home runs, 99 steals, and 3.15 runs a game. Number 1 in baseball. The Angels 4.3 runs per game, 234 average, 150 home runs, top 5. 48 steals, and 4.65 runs a game. On the mound for the Rangers, this guy having his best season since coming back from his injury. 8-3 record for Nathan Eovaldi, a 1.5 ERA. It's probably the best ERA in baseball right now for a starting pitcher. 96 innings, 101 strikeouts, only 5 home runs given up in 96 innings. That is elite control. Jose Soriano going for the Angels. This team can't pitch. That's not his problem. He's had really good numbers. 7-7 record, a 3.79 ERA, 126 innings, 108 strikeouts, only 7 home runs in 126 innings. Both pitchers keeping the ball in the ballpark. For Eovaldi, he's facing a top 5 home run hitting team. He doesn't give up home runs. I like that mixture. Give me the Rangers to win it. To cover the spread, I'll go with the under. And another solid pitching matchup, our very final game today, MLB Network, 10:05 p.m. The 57-50 Seattle Mariners, 2nd place in the AL West. They'll be playing the 46-63 Athletics, 5th place in the AL West. Right now, this game, Sacramento, minor league stadium, small ballpark, might be a lot of home runs. Both of these teams top 8 in overall home runs, so we could get a home run derby. There could be some fireworks here. Might be a really fun game. The A's right now, 37.1% chance to win this game. Seattle, a 62.9% chance. The Mariners, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Seattle minus 150. The Athletics plus 125. The Mariners team, 4.6 runs a game. Very balanced on the offensive side. 247 average, 147 home runs, a buttload of power, 97 steals as top 6 in stolen bases, getting out 3.87 runs a game. The A's, they have the power here. 4.4 runs per game. 250 average, 145 home runs, only 2 behind the Mariners. They have 59 steals, and 5.1 runs a game. The Mariners have a very, very slight edge on the offense, and they definitely have the edge pitching-wise. Looking at our pitching, Jeffrey Springs on the mound for the A's, one of their better pitchers this season. 9-7 record, 4.13 ERA, 120 innings, 95 strikeouts, but he's given up 20 home runs in 120 innings. Very susceptible to the long ball here. The Mariners can't hit the home run. Brian Wu going for Seattle, one of their better pitchers. 8-5 record, a 2.91 ERA, and he's extremely consistent. 126.2 innings, eats up a lot of innings, 121 home runs. Give me the Mariners to win this game, to cover the spread, and again, I'm going to go with the under this game. Guys, that's our breakdown, our predictions, our picks, our best bets for all of our baseball games coming up for Wednesday, July 30th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Let me know what your picks are today, and I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down the pinned comment below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. And, of course, as always, thank you for watching.